Have you ever stared at your reflection, questioning if you're good enough? Whether it's at work, in relationships, or just trying to follow your dreams, self-doubt sneaks in like an uninvited guest, doesn't it? It's Monday morning. Your alarm rings, but instead of feeling ready to tackle the week, you just lie there staring at the ceiling. The thoughts start creeping in. What if I'm not cut out for this job? What if they figure out I'm not as capable as I pretend to be? You finally drag yourself out of bed, put on your everything is fine mask, and head to work. At your desk, emails flood in, deadlines loom, and your boss's feedback from last week keeps replaying in your head. Could have been better. 3 words. That's all it took to make you feel like a fraud. Lunchtime comes around, and instead of eating with colleagues, you find yourself scrolling through social media. There it is again. Everyone else seems to have it all figured out. Sarah from college just got promoted, Jake's startup is thriving, and here you are questioning if you even deserve to be in the room. You think, maybe I'm just not smart enough, not talented enough, not enough. That thought sticks. It whispers while you work, it lingers during dinner, and it's the last thing you hear before you close your eyes at night. And then, one day, it happens. You're sitting in a meeting, and your manager asks you to present your ideas. Your heart races. Your palms sweat. You stand up, but your mind goes blank. Suddenly, that little voice in your head screams louder than ever. See, I told you. You're going to mess this up. You stumble through the presentation, and as you sit down, the embarrassment feels suffocating. You can't help but think, why did I even try? This isn't for me. But here's what no one tells you. That voice, that self-doubt, it's not the truth. It's a story your mind has been telling you for so long that you've started to believe it. Later that evening, as you walk home, something clicks. You remember a time when you did get it right, when you solved that tough problem at work, when your friend said, I don't know what I'd do without you, when you pushed through fear and accomplished something you never thought you could. It dawns on you, self-doubt is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign that you're growing, stretching, stepping into places that are unfamiliar. And guess what? That's where the magic happens. Self-doubt will visit you again, because you're human, but the next time it shows up, remind yourself, you're not behind, you're building. Every mistake, every awkward moment, every stumble is just part of the process. And the next time that little voice says you can't, you'll know exactly how to respond. Watch me. Remember this. Self-doubt doesn't define you, but what you choose to do with it. That's where your power lies. So what are you going to do with yours?